for any rough dryness. You know, at this point we could be talking about, you know, any areas of concern or products that she's using. Okay. Asking if she wants to have any waxing done, because if you're going to do any waxing, you want to do it before. Okay. Okay. So after that, we want to make sure we have our gloves on. And we're always going to cleanse the skin with rough gauze. Okay. Because that will help us determine a client's sensitivity. So you'll need at least like four pieces.
And you just get them wet before?
Yep, just get them wet. And then you can, I usually use just the Simply Clean. Grab 2 of them. If she, you know, with her, she has a lot of like makeup on. You could always do like pre-cleanse, but if it's available, I would use pre-cleanse, but otherwise. So you're just going to kind of foam it up like that. Oh my gauze, I have it wrapped around my fingers.
I cannot wrap the gauze around my fingers.
You'll get it. And then it's nice because I can kind of hold here.
Right.
Yeah. Using like a sponge.
Mine gets all like messy and torn up.
You'll get it. It's just one of those things where you're like all of a sudden like, hey.
Right.
It worked. Just did your makeup.
It's okay. I did it earlier because I was on call. Because I was looking for beans, but I just put on that Rosalia.
Oh, that's all you have on?
And powder.
Oh yeah.
It's in bronzer and contour and blush.
So she has more.
Yeah, that's the first time I've used that as like my foundation. I actually really like it.
It looked like it.
Yeah, it was like really good coverage.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so then I can flip this over
to use
it the other side for her quote unquote second cleanse.
Song.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice. Probably. I always get confused with that. Is it repeating the whole one?
It did. It was repeating the first song. I'm like, that song.
I didn't even notice either.
So then I just kind of flip these over one at a time.
So that was really good coverage.
Yeah, it felt really good too, and it smells really good.
Then do you have them wear a headband too for dermaplane or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or usually I just do the
hairnet.
I haven't had a dermaplane in like over a year.
Oh wow.
I feel like I got pretty red last time after it.
Like sensitive.
I did too. I think Krista had did mine, and my husband thought I was like flush for. He's like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" He thought I was like mad or something. I'm like, "I told you I got a dermaplane."
Your face all red.
Yeah. He's like, I was wondering. He thought I was like crying or something too.
No.
I'm like, no, I just got a dermaplane.
So we want to make sure that we have their skin like really cleansed really good, because you don't want to cause any breakouts by giving that deep of an exfoliation and having their skin cleansed well.
Who does your eyebrows too, Lauren?
I usually tweeze them myself.
Oh, do you? You do a good
And
job.
then I get them waxed like probably like twice a year because I break out so bad.
Otherwise.
And I can't have like the top because I just break out all up there. But even when I get them waxed down here, I'll still get little bumps. Like they're almost like hives or something. It's
Did
so
you get that
weird.
when we did the sugar?
No, the sugar didn't do that. Oh no, it did, but not as much. Like just like a couple compared to like I usually get like 10. I just feel like I never had sensitive skin, but apparently I do.
Maybe just the older that you've gotten to.
Right.
And maybe using different products now.
Right.
Okay, so now we're going to degrease the skin after cleansing with the acetone.
It's crazy.
You can use soft gauze for this, because if you use an acetone with the rough gauze, it's too wet. It's going to drip all over the place.
Okay.
So I always like to make sure we have a fan on.
Who would ever thought? I never thought like acetone to put on your face. You know, never.
It's like different from it's like medical
Yeah,
grade.
Oh, okay.
It's not necessarily like nail polish. Okay, deep breath in. Hold. We want to work, relatively quickly, but I usually kind of go over each area like 1 or 2 times. You see how I'm kind of like over. Especially like around here, because this is where people tend to be like oily too. She's got some of the bronzer. You'll know how well you cleansed. But, and it should start to feel like, you feel how it's like slippery kind of? Like,
yeah.
it doesn't feel so wet. It feels more like, you'll be able to tell when you go to it. You want to feel almost like
Feels
it's
like an
dry,
ice cube
almost.
is like slipping across.
Okay. So that's good. So now, grab a blade.
She did that so quick too.
I'm starting at first, so I'm kind of pulling down and pressing up. Get back butter. And try to work in that zone and then move up. Like 1, 2, 3 at least. Now sometimes it's nice just to have a 4x4 here where you can kind of just clean off the blade too. You slightly overlap like how you would if you were mowing the grass. can see how my blade is like connecting to all parts of her skin. I'm using the full blade. And it really just kind of depends on like how her hairline follows too. So I feel like that was like perfect where I could stay in that one line.
Yeah.
And then I want to kind of adjust. Then I could always, you know, kind of come up through here and go up towards that way as well.
Oh, so she does have a lot of a peach fuzz.
Okay, so I'm going to finish this side. And that's like, I always like, you know, when I was telling you to kind of do a little bit of a running start, if you feel like the back buttering's hard, like you feel like, see how I was kind of before I touched, and then I'm like, then I make my landing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like by the brows, for some reason, that's easier to do it that way. Just kind of check in too with like your pressure. Is everything feeling okay still, Lauren? Now, if somebody has like really dark hair and they like don't want to wax, you could go over the brow line this way. You have to be really careful.
Like Victoria?
Like you could go like that and get closer. But again, you don't want to take off too much of their arch either. Some fuzzies. See, and with this one, I'm kind of pressing down and then pulling up. Like this is where even like Victoria too, if she has like dark hair, a lot of dark hair right here. So you really have to like pull down and be able to get up in there. You feel like my pressure's changed, Lauren? So I can get up in there. And see, that's what's nice about the bonnet, because
yeah, it doesn't get in the hair.
Covering all of this. Okay. And back over to this side. Get an anchor on the nose and then pull down with my finger from here and then down. Can you see? And even on her, right about here, I could start to feel some of the tension on my wrist. See how I could have wanted to go there
Yeah.
and I would have, so I need to redirect. You might need to like pull back and up. See, now with Lauren, because she's got some boobies. Like right here, it's starting to feel like awkward. Like I don't want to be like I'm here. You know what I mean?
The boob, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where you feel like even where this is starting to like hit here. Like there, like I'm only using that much of the blade in this
Instead of the
area.
whole.
So I need to start like switching. I need to have her now turn her head to the left, or you can say her away from me or towards the door or whatever. And now I'll be able to get in there. So I can finish this area and come in here and finish. Because look at my line suddenly went like this.
Yeah.
So now I have to remember I need to get that line back. I'm still kind of running into her here, so I know that I'll be able to get her go up here a little bit more when I'm in the upward direction. So I'm just gonna go finish back to this last section here. Pulling down and up. See, and you can start to tell the difference. See the difference between this and this? This is hair, so this is shaving, and this is exfoliation. Where did we get this CD from?
Sounds like a jazzy type one.
stand, I'm going to finish this corner. I'll start closest to her ear. Now if I felt like I couldn't get in this part of her ear very good, I could kind of, you know, angle it up or kind of pull back this part. Just gotta be careful that you're not gonna cut that part of her ear. Okay, back down here, and I'm kind of pulling back and out. This isn't raised, so we can go over that mole. And this is that area that I wasn't quite sure if I got up, so I can come up just slightly. See, now with this, you see how it's like weird, like there's not a whole lot for me to hold on to. And I don't want to feel like, or have her feel like I'm choking her. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and look straight. And now I'm going to go back up to this area, and then I'll get the rest of her chin and all that. So I'm pulling down and then out. And I'm down this way, so if I were to keep going straight, I'd be this way, so I have to redirect. See now how that kind of gave me a little bit more room. And I'm always kind of working towards my center here too. I don't want to be like here or like here, funny. if you're unsure about the area and you feel like you might gonna cut them, you need to work in a smaller space. Like, don't try to hold it here and try it, because you're gonna be more. This section. Okay, slightly turn towards that back wall. That just feels weird to me, so I'm gonna wait until I go upward. It's so funny.
In Spanish.
What's he gonna say?
He's saying he's thinking of that person.
So now I feel like I can hit the rest of that from going upward. So start at the ear again, and I'm going to take it up to the sideburn.
Yeah.
Aww.
I know, boo. It's crazy.
Okay, go ahead and look straight, Lauren. Chin up high again.
And it's crazy how you can see the actual, you know what I mean, where you're not.
Half.
Yep.
see. I had one little girl tell her mom one time that it looked like spider webs.
It reminds me of that. The stuff, insulin that you put in the walls. Like that, even though it's not pink, but that's what it looks like. You know what I mean?
The insulating stuff.
Yes.
So now I like just to while she has her chin up high, I can kind of just look at that angle and see if there's any hairs that I missed. Like maybe just a little right here. For whatever reason, when I'm on this side, it's a little easier for me to get up here. For you, Lauren, it'll be easier. This will be your harder side. This will be your easier side. Relax there, and now you're going to put your tongue underneath the bottom lip. Hold right there. And I'm just applying just a little bit of pressure